Are we ready for the chaos?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Born ready.
This is my signal, by the way. When I do it with Kelly, like this is when I start.
I'm just gonna eat a cookie.
See, I just made the. I just made this. Hey friends, welcome to the Stationery Cafe, your podcast for everything stationery, journaling, and planning related. This is April from Penguins Creative, and we have Kelly from Kelly Love Letters here with me today. But we're doing something a little bit different. So, in light of recent events on my end, I'm kind of sick of talking about stationery and planners and journals lately. So if you listen to this podcast for stationery content, listen to the next one because the next one's going to be good because Kelly and Phyllis and I are doing something special. But today we have a few special guests that we invited to go on some tangents from our usual stationery content. So some of them have been on the show before, and some of you might have met. So I'm going to start introducing them in alphabetical order because they all mattered the same to me. I'm not prioritizing anyone, but Anabelle from Strings and Pedal, Ariel or Toasty from Toasty Treat, CY from Tokyo Station Pens or Cusado, actually. I don't know which one you want me to use. And Drew from DCB. Actually, I don't know how to pronounce your handle. But and Kelly, of course. But let's take turn having them voice their voices and introduce themselves. So, Annabelle, take it away.
Oh my god. Okay. Hi, I'm Anabelle. Strings and pedals on Instagram. I'm a nib person, pen nib specialist, and I think that's it. Am I done now?
Yes, you're done.
I'm CY. I think I've been on this podcast like twice before. But
At least.
yeah, I guess y'all know me. So yeah, that's who I am.
Thanks for the
Nice.
awkward
That was
introduction.
awful.
Next, Drew.
Hi, my name is Drew Brown. I used to work for the Goulet Pen Company, but no longer. And now I'm just unemployed and living the hobo life. So that's been super. No, I'm just Drew now. And April, it is DCB. Those are my initials. I'm Drew Clayton Brown. That's my name. So I actually stole
Clayton.
that handle from, Clayton. Clayton. I stole that handle from my wife because she was SGB, her initials, and just kind of spelled out. And when I joined Instagram, I'm like, all right, well, I don't have anything creative, so I'll just be DCB.
Yesterday,
And,
when I was typing it out, I think I spelled out these B's until I had to look at like what was the correct.
No, it's not
Yeah.
these bees. It's those bees. No, but it's funny. My
Some
brother
them
actually
bees.
stole it too. My brother, initials ZTB, and he's just like, when he joined Instagram, he did the same thing, just ZEETEE, So
Okay, hi, I'm Toasty. Wait, do we have to say anything else?
This is probably the best introduction so far.
you're not
it's
just
so good.
Toasty, you're also a treat. Get it
I am a
right.
treat.
Yeah.
And I'm Toasty with spotty internet, apparently.
And of course, Kelly.
Hi.
Do you actually you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Kelly from Kelly Love Letters. I'm a co-host of this podcast.
Is that
And-
the
and
first
this is
time
when
you
I-
introduced yourself? on the
This is when
podcast?
I jump in and say
Maybe.
this episode is going to be extremely chaotic. It's something new that we do for the first time. So I hope you guys just take it as like a fun experiment.
I'm already having a fun time.
And if there's any awkward pauses or awkward laughters, just know that I'm feeling it deeply.
Oh.
So
It's all your fault.
So yes, this being an experimental episode, the audio quality may not be as good as the previous ones, and our conversations may fly all over the place. But at the end of the day, we're here to have fun, and I'm very pleased that you guys are joining Kelly and I today in this episode. So we'll do this panel style. I'm the moderator. And I will ask questions, and let's hear some fun stories from all these special guests today. First topic I want to talk about today is, all of us, we've been traveling a lot this year. I think most of us actually. Specifically, I would love to hear from Annabelle because she's the one who is still traveling. I think she traveled the most so far beyond SF Pen Show where we last saw you. What was
I
your last
I think
one?
CY traveled way more than me because he was on the road for like 7 weeks or something. I just had a little 3-week excursion. So I think I saw you guys. The first thing we did was San Francisco, which was usually like for everybody else that was their last stop, I think, for the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know what you want me to say about San Francisco other than it's amazing and perfect
I want to know
and
if you see any
so fun.
gators in Orlando.
Um,
How was
wait,
the
we'll
how
get
was
to that.
that pen show?
So San Francisco was obviously amazing, and then I did a little event in Houston.
That's right. I
Thanks to
forgot about
Toasty for being the perfect host during that time.
that. You say the
And
perfect
then
toast.
perfect toast.
Wait, I'm
Just the
sorry,
right amount of
Annabelle, hold on.
crunchy.
I have an important question to ask about Houston. Did you try the Bayou Goo?
We didn't make it to
What?
House
No.
of Pies. No,
What is
next
that?
time.
I
We
think
didn't make it that far.
It's a
We tried a lot
gooey
of things though.
bite of deliciousness that Kelly couldn't stop dreaming about, I think.
That doesn't
It's
help
a
me at all.
pie
Wait,
from a
no, it's really
restaurant called House of Pies, and it's basically just pudding and like whipped cream and like it's chocolatey goodness.
Yeah.
It's a very good pie.
Elliot
Okay.
scarfed
Bring
it
me
down
there.
last time we went
Never
there.
bring me there.
We tried a
Wow.
we
Next
tried a lot
time.
of foods, but due to like health things on my end, I can't eat an awful lot at the
Mm.
moment. So I had so many tacos though.
Nice.
More than I'd ever had it, like because I'd never had tacos before. So it was a good
We
time.
can have a competition because whenever I go to Drongles, they don't know what to feed me. And I'm like, I don't know what there is, so just give me tacos. So I had tacos
That's what
every
They
they
day.
said.
love to buy tacos.
I
Yeah.
had pizza when I was there. I kind of wish
Mm.
I had tacos.
I had chicken
Next
and
time.
waffle tacos where the waffle was the taco. It was
Whoa,
That
I
was
don't
so
know about that.
fascinating.
That was so bad.
I thought it was so
Is anybody gonna
interesting.
listen to this? Because that was not my favorite taco.
I'm really having a hard time not just groaning in pleasure right now because you're talking about tacos so much. I'm just like fighting it.
Come
I
on,
just
Drew,
ate-
you're
Personally,
next. You're the
I-
only one in this group that hasn't visited me in Houston.
I know.
True.
I mean, you say
Drew.
tacos enough, I'll get out there.
and waffles and fried
Oh my
chicken.
God, it's my
Yes.
love language, y'all.
Sweet tea.
I actually
Oh,
ate
I-
inside of a
like,
Taco Bell last week. It
I
was
have a
marvelous.
list of restaurants to bring Drew to if he ever comes to Houston, and it's like 99% breakfast foods.
Oh God, yes.
Okay, back to
But
Annabelle.
back to my great story. I want to talk about Houston real quick because I was so surprised by how nice it was, and how like community oriented everything is down there. I'm
The best
not
weather.
super used to that in the Netherlands, so being sat in that shop there and having people just like come by and hang out and ask how San Francisco went, that I thought that was really cool and that warmed my heart. So Houston was super cool. And then Orlando, I had zero expectations for Orlando. The only reason I went was because I wanted to visit some other friends, and I saw that the Orlando show was 3 days after I was going to leave the US. So I figured, let's just do another show. Let's just add that show. I can hang out with my friends. And I didn't see a gator, but I saw a raptor because my friend's boyfriend is a raptor at Universal.
Wait, like the ones in costume?
So that was a good time. And other than that, Orlando also surprised me because again, I had very little expectations. There were only 3 NIP people there. There was me, Matt, Matthew Chen, and Kirk Spear. As opposed to San Francisco, where there were like 9 of us,
A lot.
There were a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
and there also seems to be like a pretty excited local community that was just happy to have anyone show up, and the venue was pretty impressive, and they had stuff happening every night. It was true.
I have a question about the raptor. I need to know. Did you,
I'm still thinking about the raptor too.
yeah, I need some clarification. Did you see the raptor at the theme park in which this gentleman was employed, or did he dress up as the raptor in
I
the
saw
home
him raptoring.
out
we-
professionally?
Yes.
Okay.
We went in, and his girlfriend was like, she said the code word, and then they let us in, and then we saw her boyfriend raptor it up.
Okay,
All
that's fine.
right.
I kind of was hoping that he was just like showing you in the living room, like, hey, this is what I do.
No. I
Do
also
they
saw
let him
afterwards.
take it home?
Are
Like,
there
I
any
feel like that
sound
probably has to
effects?
stay.
I guess
That
not.
thing is heavy. That thing is heavy,
Yeah.
and I
Does
can
he-
show you guys photos later. It was wild.
I'm curious
Um,
about what sounds or what actions is involved in the raptoring.
I have a video too, if you want to see it.
We need
Should
that.
share with us later.
Yeah, and this was my first time at like one of the big theme parks ever, so that was fun. It was a good time. I love rides. I love fooling.
Nice.
It's a good time. But yeah, that was my trip. So 3 weeks: San Francisco, Houston, Orlando, and then I went home heartbroken
Oh.
because I missed everything so much. I don't want to come back.
That's right.
Well, CY's joining you soon, right? I think.
That's right.
Oh wait, or am I not allowed to say to spoil CY's schedule yet?
Already, we
don't-
already ruined it.
Wow.
But what about
Uh,
CY? How was your Great American Road Trip experience this year?
Yeah, you know what?
I still think you gave me
Portland-
COVID in that very first leg, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably did. But Portland was nasty. I'm sorry.
Hey, what do you mean?
I'm sorry. It was
Wow.
nasty.
Is it only
Um,
because somebody was shooting guns outside of our hotel room?
The
that
viewers,
was
the
one of them.
listeners need to have
What?
like some clear expectations because Annabelle is very like, oh, I loved my U.S. trip. It was so magical, and CY is going to give a counterpoint to that.
Okay, see, the difference is I've lived there, so I get to like shit on it just like all of you.
it's not magical anymore.
No. But no, yeah, like Portland was fine. I think there was like a 2x2 block area of Portland, which is really nice. And then the rest, which is like I hope I never set foot here again.
You did kind of live in a shady part that I wasn't really sure why you picked that location, but anyway. But
It was
afterwards, you came.
but you know what? The hotel breakfast was really good.
Oh, it was legit. Yeah.
All right, that's all that
They-
matters.
They knew how to cook in that restaurant. They knew how to cook in that kitchen. So that good food can forgive a lot of things. Yeah. I mean, and all we had was avocado toast.
Yeah, it was really good though. It was really good. Drew's
Yeah.
face. What is that face?
Drew, you don't like avocados?
I do not.
Oh
Why?
wow.
It
Is
also
it because
had
is it because
also
it's
had a-
slimy?
It's slimy and tasteless. It does not have any a flavor worth bothering with. I'm sorry.
But Drew, it also had a poached egg on it, which was the perfect half-cooked, runny.
Lost
Do we
him.
need to provide context
lost Drew
for the
Brown.
egg jokes that are going to happen in this?
There are no egg jokes that are going to happen. We're going to continue talking about tacos and breakfast, and that's it.
And raptors.
Yes.
Well, that
Yeah,
was
avocado
breakfast.
toast breakfast.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god.
I
But that
love
was
that
great.
face.
But that was great. And then going up to Seattle, that was really nice. We will probably go back to Seattle.
Nice.
And just
So,
skip me over. That's fine.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, you live in Washington State, so you
Yeah.
can drive up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey, if I'm getting on a plane for 12 hours, you can be in the car.
That's fair.
That is fair. No, but yeah, that was nice. And then I say we, but we had a good time in Seattle. We went to Port Townsend, and then I took the train up to Vancouver, which, by the way, is a big mistake.
Which I told you about. I told you so. To not take the
Did
train.
not.
Why?
So I don't know if you've been on Amtrak before.
Yeah.
So I
That's
think
all we got, bro.
But Amtrak is like actually run by like different companies, right? Like there's like different train lines that go around the country. I think it's all under like the Amtrak umbrella, but the type of trains are different across the United States. So like even from DC to New York, you can have like the Northeast train, or the there's a bunch of different ones. Well, the one that goes to Vancouver is particularly terrible
It's the
because
most scenic ride of all the Amtrak rides, but it's also the worst route,
you
I think.
you might get to Vancouver faster on a bicycle.
Oh my god.
Just a lot of stops.
Not only are there a lot of stops, which I'm fine with, right? But it's just really slow. Like the train is physically really slow. And sometimes they get like logs that fall on the tracks because they don't manage it well.
Yeah.
So if there's a log, you're stuck there for like an hour.
There's also
So-
they let the freight go first, even though
Uh-huh.
it's not like legally you should let the passenger train first, but they always let freight go first. So you would if you take that one, you'd be sitting at like a stop for no reason, only because they're letting the freight train go. And then there's this worst part, like entering Vancouver. There's a part where 3 tracks
Oh, yeah.
converges into a single bridge
Oof.
to cross into the actual like downtown. So that part, I've been stuck there for an hour and a half before.
Yeah, I
they
was there for an
Ugh.
hour.
they're letting over all their flights
Yeah.
pass. My
So
last
this
trip,
is CY's I live in Japan privilege showing right now
That-
because
that's-
like
Well, and
It's-
I think Drew
yeah.
is the only one of us that has never ridden a train in Japan either. So Drew
Mm.
doesn't have the context for like how much better trains
We're gonna
are
get
in
him out here.
Japan.
I can't wait for CY to like be annoyed at the Dutch system, even though the Dutch train system is really, really good.
Annabelle,
It's not
I've been
perfect.
to the Netherlands.
Yeah, I know, but like you're gonna still react to it when you're here.
I've
You're
been
still
on
gonna
trains in the
complain about it.
Netherlands.
I know, yeah, but
done it.
I've not watched you be on trains in the Netherlands.
he's Mr. Worldwide, okay?
But
I've
yeah,
been,
anyway,
you know, we
the Vancouver
got you on all 3 train locations, and still.
Vancouver was you know what, the Netherlands is gonna be better than France anyway, so it's fine.
Oh yeah. So, oh, I was gonna
random
say a bad
stab
word
at
right
France.
But
now, but
yeah, we were like 3 hours late for no reason, and then the border people were like really mean, and I'm like, well, that's why nobody wants to, come to your country anymore. Like it's annoying. And no,
That
they were like
famous
really mean.
Canadian aggression.
It's like anyway, it was bad.
they're as rude as I am loud.
Yes.
But then I got off the train, and then the first thing I see are like geese, like literally half of my size. And I'm not like a small person. It's like they are huge. They are massive. And apparently they will attack and bite you.
Oh, yeah, geese are
Wow.
mean.
Geese are angry.
Oh,
Yeah.
especially
Um,
Canadian geese, am I right?
Yeah.
I'm kidding, I don't know.
Yeah, what are you,
I
like
don't know what you're doing
6'8",
to
I
promote
think?
them.
Yeah, I'm 6'8".
I'm like,
That's
it's
it, yeah.
today is the day I discover CY's afraid of birds, I guess.
No, I'm not afraid of birds. It's just that they're massive and they like attack you.
Okay.
Yeah. They're big,
But
mean
then
birds.
Then I went to Houston, did all the fun stuff. Went to DC, did all the fun stuff. Then immediately the day after the DC show, we went up to New York. Um, we had a good time, and then right after New York, we went back to Houston, and then back to DC, and then back to San Francisco. Now here, and in about 9 days, I will fly to Europe.
Oh boy.
Well, I'm
Mr.
tired just hearing that.
I
I'm
know,
so
right?
tired.
Oh my
Nonstop.
gosh.
Mr. Worldwide
Right.
indeed this year. Is this year like the most you've traveled, I think, compared to last?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the most I've traveled in my life.
Mm.
Because we did California and then I did Korea. And then I'm still doing like the domestic stuff, right? And then I will go to I'll go to Australia later this year as well. Yeah.
Ooh, that's
So
right. The
that's-
down
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
under.
Yeah. And then in about 2 days, in 2 days, I'm going to go to Kansai.
Mm.
And then I'm also going to go to Wajima. So yeah, it's a lot.
I'm so curious about how Australia's gonna go.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to
But-
go since 2019 when they still had their podcast, the Nip
Yeah.
section,
The nip section.
and I feel like I don't know what the community is like now, but I feel like back then it was like pretty strong, and I feel like I was always tapping in. I have no idea what's going on there now. I have no idea what the pen world's like in Australia right now.
Well, it's just really far, and you either get
Oh,
a
is it?
direct flight for like 13 hours from Japan, or
Oh,
you get
That's how long it took me to get to you.
right, or you take an
Complain a
indirect
lot.
flight for like 36 hours. There's like
no,
no in
why would
between.
you do that? That's terrible. Is it way cheaper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
But,
CY, you're
like-
beyond your like cheap flight days anymore. You're
Yeah.
you're beyond that now.
Oh, but by the way, if you fly from the United States, I highly recommend, if you're willing to take a pit stop in Los Angeles or somewhere in California, Zip Air. Okay, so
Oh, right.
I flew Zip Air back. It was like $700 for like one way, but it's pretty cheap. And I got the flat lay seat, amazing. Because they're using old Japan Airlines flights. It's just like the old Japan Airlines business class, but they don't have like screens or anything. But it's
Whatever.
2024.
You have to
Yeah.
pay for water.
Yeah.
Wait,
You have to
really?
pay for everything. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have to
you
pay
do.
for a bottle
do.
of water. Yeah,
You do,
Oh.
but like you can just bring that stuff up, right?
yeah.
Like
You
I
can
bought,
bring
like-
whatever you want on, basically.
yeah. I brought clam chowder on, and then I brought half and half on.
Of all the things,
Yeah.
of all
feel
the
like-
clammy.
It
I
was
feel like
great.
I'd be pissed in that plane though.
yeah,
Who is
Sitting
this guy
next
with
to
the
you.
clam chowder?
could you pick something worse
It was amazing. Incredible.
for you?
Yes. But some of
What
the
a
meal
nightmare.
options are curry, right? So it's already a fragrant plane. So I'm just adding to the fragrance.
What a
That's an
descriptor.
episode title.
Um
Fragrant plane.
but yeah, it was great. And so worth it.
Nice. And I
Um,
know at this point your listening is kind of like, this is only the first question of this panel, and I'm also thinking that same thing. But no, I'm actually really excited to see where else you're going, CY, because you are also doing the domestic thing, like Tips is coming up, and then like the next thing you know,
Well-
you'll be here for California Pen Show again next year.
Well,
right?
if I
Mhm.
get my visa approved, because
Oh.
it's been 10 years since I got my last visa, so I need to do that.
Ooh.
I will be going
Oh.
to Kurashiki to the new TSL store in a few days.
Ooh.
Ooh, that
And
Wait,
they
is
have-
is it new since like last year?
No, they
It's new
opened
since
a
like
new
3 days ago.
they opened a new
Oh.
store in Kurashiki, like in a section away from the Toasty area, I think, more like the main
Oh.
street. So they have some crafts tool. I think that's how they branded it.
Oh.
Just more
Big wood
TSL
picks
stuff.
for me.
Yeah.
I really want to go out there and see all the yakisugi.
But they have a nice little exclusive item there that I'm looking at, and I really shouldn't be buying more stuff because I'm also no income. But yeah.
I wanted to
heart
say
wants what it
something
wants.
about some companies set you free, but I probably shouldn't further. But
Well,
anyway.
yeah, yeah, it happens.
Anyway.
No, I'm happily I'm actually fun employed. Like,
You are fun employed.
I am
You
fun employed.
are.
I'm having fun being unemployed. But no, there's a whole like reason behind it. But in Japan, you can't just like change your salary if you're an executive at a company, and then or you can only define your salary in the first 3 months of your fiscal year. But that's passed, and I decided to cut off my other employments. So right now I'm like technically zero, so I just expense everything to the company.
Hmm.
Strategic.
Yeah.
Well, I hope
Yeah.
to see you next year at all the fun events that's happening in Japan, though. It's just a sneak peek here on our end. But anyway, moving on.
All of
Real-
them, right?
I wanted to bring up the topic of Halloween because Kelly couldn't stop talking about it since like San Francisco,
Hey,
and
you know,
that's like August.
it's
but-
my personality.
A few of us have been really like kind of, I guess, into it. Drew, your costume making thing. Is it because Archer's older now that you have to make a new set? Like, because I remember seeing this last year, like the whole process.
You saw, so it started off during COVID. We didn't go trick-or-treating because that just wasn't a thing being done. So we thought that, well, actually, no, sorry, it was before that. Either way, I made him a Mandalorian outfit from the TV show out of cardboard.
Nice.
And I cut, folded, painted everything, and then we actually had like a little game for him to play around the house, just so we could get a Halloween fun time without
Aw.
either interacting with COVID kids. And then the next year, I was like, you know what, that was kind of fun, but cardboard, like there are limitations there. Let me kind of do some research. So I made him a Nova superhero costume. It's a kind of a lesser known Marvel superhero. I incorporated lights and everything. It was my first time using EVA foam to make costumes. And then the year after that, he was merciful on me, and we bought something. But then he wanted to be Deathstroke from the Teen Titans comics. So I made him a very complicated, more in-depth, detailed Deathstroke costume. And then this year he wanted to be another Mandalorian, but this time his own Mandalorian, not the Mandalorian.
I
He's coming
see.
up with his own paint scheme and additives and things like that. And I think he's more passionate about just like having a custom made suit of armor than the actual
Yeah.
material. I think he's just like used to it now. He's like, make me something even more complicated, Dad, please. And
And
luckily,
here you are doing it.
yeah, oh, absolutely. He's got. I'm uniquely positioned because I love costumes. I love, the whole dress up role play thing, but I have no interest in participating in any of it.
I'm the same too.
Can
Right?
you be my dad too?
I would love a stormtrooper costume, right? But would I go to a con dressed as it? No. I would just have it. I would love it. Y'all ever seen Parks and Rec where Adam Scott's character, Ben Wyatt, got a
Yes.
Batman suit and just kind of wore it around? That's me. That's me.
Yes.
Like, that's me. I just want to have it. So luckily he's got a nerd dad, that will happily do this for him. But yes, April, to answer your question, he is a 10-year-old, so he outgrows everything every year.
Every year. Next year, Raptor.
I will say one of the funniest, gifs I've ever seen in my life was I think it was a Toronto team, actually, a basketball Raptor mascot falling on its face and its tail like flopping. So that inflatable Raptor makes me
Yes.
so very happy.
I love those.
See, that's something I want in my house. And I've been buying a ton of. I think the reason I've been so like infatuated with Raptors is like that's Cookie's favorite toy genre now. Like he loves dinosaur toys, so maybe I should get one.
So
Inflatable
Cookie can
one.
differentiate dinosaur toys from other non-dinosaur toys.
He has a ton, and Elliot likes to identify with him because Elliot is also very into dinosaurs. Yeah, my
That doesn't
TPP bug.
surprise me.
I couldn't find a dinosaur emoji. So
Yeah, Siwa's just over here with these emojis.
But yes, I'm very excited about Halloween. I did get an inflatable pirate ghost for the yard last year, and then
Nice.
we have some like heavy metal skull hands that stick in the ground. So we're gonna have like
Nice.
metal horn skull fingers coming out of the earth this year. So I'm trying to, be the good suburban dad and decorate the house a little bit more every year.
Nice.
so you're gonna be my dad too, right?
Yes, sir.
He already has the CY already has the lightsaber, so all he needs
Mhm.
is just the
Right.
rest of it, right?
I
That's,
feel like
that is very
Jedi
true.
costumes are pretty easy if you want to go Jedi, just
Well,
get a robe.
especially in Japan because they are based off of kimonos.
Mm.
There you go.
Ah.
So
I was
could
about to
just
say
wear the kimono.
togas, but kimonos. And Kelly, like you said you were having some fun at the Spirit Place, and I just remember those places being like the place I hate the most because
What?
I hate horror stuff and I dislike the concept of Halloween. I tried putting out Asian candies 3 years in a row and no takers, so my
Mm.
it's dead. This holiday is dead to me.
It sounds like you're already trying to scare them.
Hey, they're
Yeah, I
really cute,
mean-
like the panda things, and no one wants it. I got it from Daiso.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
that's
I
some little
would,
Hello
I would
Panda?
come trick or treat at your house.
I
Oh,
would
Archer
too.
loves
I'm
those.
there.
Yeah.
No, I went to Trader Joe's which I think we all know and love very much.
Mine here.
She's looking around for something. No, so I got the Fearless Flyer and I cut out stuff and put it in my journal, and I felt like a total dork, but it made me really happy.
The what?
The Fearless Flyer from Trader Joe's.
Is that
It's
like some sort of airplane?
It's like a product flyer of like the new stuff. And
yeah, it's just
okay.
a free thing that's like, here's all our new stuff. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And you of course got the mini tote, which is very important.
Yes.
And I'm happy
Finally
that
secured
someone
it.
is not
I
calling us
refused to
dumb.
stand in line at 8 in the morning like April, but I still got it anyway the next day.
I missed it the first time. I had to redeem myself.
I've
Toasty didn't
missed
get
it
any.
twice. I've missed it twice.
Oh, you didn't get it, Toasty?
No,
I should have got one
it's
for
been
you
sold
too.
out every time.
Is there
And,
like some
I'm
Trader
not gonna
Joe's
take
fandom?
off work to go buy a mini tote. Like I can't do
Exactly.
that.
I
Kelly
didn't
and
know
I
this was
are
a
like
thing.
the Trader Joe's
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a thing.
cast.
It's weird.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay, but like
It's
the
fine.
tote, the mini tote is like the perfect size to like take like a little journaling tote,
Yeah.
like to little meetups. Like it'll hold like your journaling supplies, and it's like $3.
I'm
Like,
very
it's
need to get one
excited to
every
try it
year?
out.
No.
It's like a
totes.
limited edition item type thing.
200
Like
people lined up in
Mhm.
one SoCal
So
Trader Joe's.
crazy. Oh my God.
my store said they got 2,500 totes, and they sold out by 1:00.
People are lining up for a $3 bag.
Yes.
Yeah.
Many
Yes.
and four.
Yeah,
because you gotta get
they
all four
resell
colors
them. They resell them on eBay for like $50.
each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I specifically was like, no, I'm not doing that. And then so the next day I went after work and my store still had some because I live in Vancouver, Washington, or I don't live there. I live in
It's sold out
Washougal,
already
but
because I was following the forums. So your location.
oh really?
sold
Yeah,
out
they're gone now.
yesterday.
But yeah.
And see, it's hard in the Houston area because we have so many people, and I think we have like 3 Trader Joe's, 3 or
Mm.
4, so they sell out very quickly.
Yeah, dang. That's intense.
Mm.
It's
Mhm.
the perfect canvas for patches and pins.
I
and-
know, I'm excited. I don't know what I'm gonna
People
do with it.
embroider
'cause-
them, like
Drew, you
people,
understand, right?
dec-
Like
yeah.
patch canvas.
I like a good
is-
patch canvas.
Yes, so I'm very excited
Yeah.
about that. And they're great gifts too for Japanese
let-
friends.
Don't let Akane hear this episode because she is also
Oh, it's too
obsessed
late.
with
She's
it.
Well,
already-
I wanted
we
to
have
buy
this,
some to
like-
give to Japanese
Ah,
friends.
that's so
Okay,
cute!
that thing I tried to buy too, and they said they recalled them because like the
Oh, shit,
lettering
she's
was
awake.
peeling off.
That's
All right,
the mini.
explain this to our listeners.
Yeah.
That's the mini cooler tote bag, right? I think.
But it's
Oh,
like
no.
literally a
Well,
keychain.
no, it comes out, right? Like it comes out, like there's
It's
you unzip it, and then there's
Wait,
like a
that
bag
tiny
inside,
thing is
right?
insulated?
No,
Oh no.
Or is it like
No,
the
it
mini?
does not come out. She
No,
puts
I
pins
Oh,
in
think
here.
it doesn't
It's the
come out, so that was a
keychain-
different one.
It's a keychain version of another
Hang on.
tote bag. Anyway, like that one is
Well, they-
also very like toted. Sorry.
Well, they made a
Um,
version of that
What
little
is
mini
this?
one where you like unzip it
No,
and then you
but
pull
what-
out, and
what
there's
is
like
this
a
bag?
little like there's a bag inside of it, like a reusable bag.
That's cool.
And that was the one that they recalled
It's like
So
a
I couldn't
Russian
get it.
roulette
Why?
doll.
and because it's recalled,
because it was like quality issue, you know.
Oh, okay. I thought
and
maybe
because
it was
it's
unsafe.
recalled, it got even more popular because
Yes.
of the
Ah.
exclusivity of it. being
Yeah, because some
available.
people
Yeah.
were still able to buy them because some
Yes.
of the stores didn't pull them.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
it's a whole thing.
Anyway, Kelly went to get the really cool Trader Joe mini totes, and
Yeah. Yeah, and
There's
I
so many Trader Joe's things here.
yes, they're all so good.
Did you not listen to our podcast? Every episode, we ask Trader Joe's to be our sponsor.
Yeah, I would
Kelly and
love that. I'm ready for it. No, so I realized something that I do every single year, which I guess we're not supposed to talk about stationery right now, but I'm going to for like a sec. Because well, first of all, I have this pumpkin jack-o'-lantern rickshaw sleeve, dual pen sleeve, and I've got these two inside. I've realized this, which by the way, see why it has your Techo nib. It's a Esterbrook SD honeycomb.
Nice.
I don't know why they call it honeycomb, come to think of it, but this pen is perfect with Diamine Autumn Oak.
Mhm.
It's like the perfect match. And then I always put the Diamond Pumpkin in this bright green Lammy Safari.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. They're just like my little Halloween happy places. And like just when the year comes to this time of year. And also I put Diamond November Rain into my Autumn Drizzle Sailor.
Oh.
That's something I do. I don't know. I just the weather changes and I feel the pull to do these fountain pen things.
I would like the weather to change. in
Oh,
Houston.
Toasty. Rip.
It's still like a
Seasons.
bajillion. It's 90 degrees right now.
Oh,
Outside.
God, that hurts. That just hurts my
and
soul.
the weather has basically said, like the weather people are like, yeah, don't like it's gonna be a gradual descent. Like it's gonna be barely noticeable into fall. Like we're just sliding slowly into fall, and it's terrible. This has
Toasty.
been one of the worst summers.
Toasty, you and me both. We are in for summer until November.
Oh,
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
then I'll skip forward to the pumpkin spice topic because it just completely doesn't make sense now and then, like in most of the cities around the United States. I'm of the I really do not like pumpkin spice.
I don't know how you're friends with Kelly. You don't believe in Halloween. You don't like pumpkin spice.
Opposites
Just kidding.
attract.
She loves rain. I hates rain. Like this is the time of the year where I go into Trader Joe's and I'm not inspired because it's chock filled with pumpkin spice stuff.
Okay,
Did you
but
go
I
into
got
Trader
the
Joe's to be inspired?
maple-
That sometimes I do.
I got the maple kettle corn at Trader Joe's, and that was delicious.
Okay,
I
that is
saw
good.
that and didn't get
Yeah,
it.
it was
That's-
very good.
I love that we're back to Trader Joe's.
But I'm with you, April. I feel like pumpkin spice happens too early to enjoy it in Texas, because like I don't like that kind of seasoning when it's hot. It's not pleasant to me. So I'm still on the. I wish that Starbucks still had the lavender matcha, because that was my jam for like a really long time, like until it was gone, and then I was sad
And that
again.
was cool. I forgot that even happened.
Yeah, it was delicious.
I
I
also
miss
don't
it.
like
I love lavender.
Drew?
Lavender's,
Do you have-
or I mean, April's not enough of a white girl to like lavender, I feel like.
Drew, do you
Or
have any
pumpkin
idea what
spice.
they're saying?
I'm still stuck on this whole Trader Joe's fascination. Like, it's a grocery store.
It's my personality, Drew.
I'm not. I wasn't inspired the last time I went to Trader Joe's. Like,
Sometimes you go in and then this nut dish might just cost to you this frozen package with like potentials for a good
Yep.
lunch. Like you go in and you're happy, you know.
I don't want to take that from you, April. I'm happy that you have that. I just, yeah, I'm happy for you.
What do you think about Buc-ee's?
I love Buc-ee's.
We're getting one pretty
Annabelle,
soon. I think they're
Annabelle,
building
you
one.
went to see Buc-ee's, right? Like
I went to Bucky's for the first time, and my lord, is it a magical wonderland?
She got to meet the beaver.
you did.
Me and the beaver
right.
hung out.
Yes.
Yeah. No, it's fascinating. Like everything in this country, it's just I marvel at it and at its existence and why it was necessary.
Mhm.
And here we are. So I proudly purchased a Bucky's product. I have a hat
Nice.
over there somewhere, and I'm thrilled to have it. And that's that. We also got some snacks, but I didn't actually. I like the beaver nuggets; they're super nice.
Mhm.
But
I
the
think I forgot to let you try the beef jerky. Like I grabbed it and then we never opened it.
oh yeah, and then what was it?
No.
The chicken skin? I didn't like that.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
the chicken skin chips were not like
They weren't
CY and Akane went feral over those chicken skin chips.
Drew's
And so
face
we
is
bought
very
some.
shocked right now.
We bought some, and I was like, "Oh, CY and Akane were like really excited about these. These are probably good." And then like the consensus between me and Annabelle and Brandon was like, "Nah, these are not it."
I tried to like them.
Was I part of that? I don't remember.
He's
when I
backpedaling.
took you and Akane to Bucky's,
Yeah.
y'all bought like multiple bags of those chicken skin chips.
Wait, okay. Chicken skin chips.
Yeah. So it's like the chicken skin, and then they like fry it into it, like they into a chip.
Okay. No.
So like
okay,
pork
okay.
rinds.
Chicharrones,
Basically.
the chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicharrones.
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 Chicken ronies. It's a
Yeah,
San
I don't
Francisco
like that.
treat.
That
Okay.
doesn't sound
Yeah.
good to me.
I don't
Brandon,
think I
that was
actually
basically
ate
what
one.
Brandon said. He's like, "You'll try this, but you won't eat chicharrones." And I was like, "Look, I don't know what to tell you, but it
Do
was
those
nasty."
also smell like
so-
a bag of farts?
Yes.
They do? Okay. Well, good. All right. At
You know,
least
you
there's something
drip-
familiar.
You drizzle some honey on those, and it's a great sweet and savory snack.
Well, I think the problem is we got the barbecue flavor, and I think that
Ah.
clashed. Like Brandon was like, these would have probably been better if they were like spicy. And they did have a spicy flavor, but we didn't buy those. But anyway, that's a lot of talk about chicken chips.
This is the food episode of the Stationery Cafe. It's just
But let me tell you, fish skin chips are where it's at.
ew.
That's exactly yes.
No.
Salted
Salted
egg.
egg.
Exactly.
Salted egg, fish skin.
This is a you guys thing.
Oh, so good.
This is like April and her like chocolate dipped squid or whatever.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Every time she posts, just sitting down for my K-drama with this
my favorite
I'm
snack.
like, geez.
Chocolate
me.
dipped ika, which is dried squid.
Yeah.
Drew. So it's like
Oh.
a bundle of dried squid, which is really delicious. And then
You're
you
not going to
dip-
make this better for me, April.
and you dip
Not
it
gonna
into
happen.
Chocolate. You know?
delicious
What's
Big
not to love?
Island chocolate.
Y'all
And
gotta
you-
understand. My go-to snack is to put some saltines on a pan and put a slice of like packaged cheddar on top of them, put it in the oven for a few minutes, like, and just eat cheese and
Hell
plain
yeah.
crackers.
You
Like
should at least
that
put
is
them
my
on-
palate.
You should at least have
Don't say
tortilla
it.
chips with
Yeah, tortilla
guacamole.
chips.
Okay, all right. No, I do
with
that sometimes.
guacamole.
Sometimes. Well, Shannon makes fun of me because my definition of nachos is just like tortilla chips and cheese. She's like, "That's not nachos. You need to have more than one element for it to be nachos." I'm like, "Yeah, do I though?"
Oh, I
I'll
feel like
send
I've
one to
elevated
each
my-
of you. I'll send a pack to each of you, and you guys
Don't
can
you
try
dare.
it.
I will contact the authorities.
And they look like little squids.
No,
Oh my
it's not
God.
helping. The visual is
No.
worse than the description.
It's not.
You-
Toasty,
you
have
say
you
they
had
look
those?
like-
Disgusting.
You say they look like squids, but they also look like something else.
Don't make me cut things. I don't want to edit this episode.
I'm actually very proud of us so far.
Yeah, no, we're doing good. I think we're good.
Okay.
Very
What
proud of
question are we at?
myself.
We're jumping around at this point.
Annabelle hasn't yelled at anyone.
As I usually
She
would.
usually does.
Okay,
Annabelle, what are
anyway.
your thoughts on pumpkin spice?
I know. I was gonna take a
because it
little
was
yeah.
it was
consensus.
happening when like it came out
Right.
while you were here.
I
yeah.
have no opinion. I don't drink coffee. I've never consumed anything pumpkin spice, anything. I love autumn though, and I love being comfortable. If that helps y'all, then that's great. And if not, then move on.
I like that.
Wow.
And I was gonna go into that next category, which is talking about favorite fall activity, but then we have two people who are still in summer. So I guess favorite fall rituals when that weather comes. Up to you. Kelly, you want to go
Me?
First? Kelly?
Yeah, I can go.
'Cause she's the only one who prepared an answer for this.
Yeah, every October I take my mom to the Portland Japanese Garden, which by the way, I have heard from the internet is I think it's one of the best Japanese gardens in our country of
I
the
agree.
United States.
Mhm.
It's what?
I agree. It's my
Yeah.
favorite one. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really beautiful, and Mom and I, our favorite seasons, we both love fall, and her birthday is in October, so we just go, hey, why don't we go do this and just bask in the fall foliage and get all, bonsai-ish together. And the koi is one of my favorite parts of the Japanese garden. And so last year we did go on a Saturday because I got this job that's like normal 9 to 5 or 7 to 4 Monday through Friday. So we go on the weekend, but I'm gonna take a day off during the week this year because last year they were like, yeah, so the people that like clean up and stuff, they don't come on the weekends. So it like doesn't look as nice. And I'm like, well, that's stupid. I don't want to go to that. And there's more people and people are the worst. So yeah, we take a weekday for sure. Sorry, that was a tangent.
No, it's a very heartwarming tangent. I like that section in our
Yeah.
chaotic episodes.
We
And
can have a whole
April-
nother episode about like Kelly telling us all how to have such magical relationships with our mothers. I just love that so much.
Oh, no, well, she's the best, you know? What
I need to
I
call
can't
my
help it.
mom. I haven't called her in 3 months.
Call Mama Woo. Oh, and I'm also, I didn't show everyone, but I'm wearing this shirt. You had me at pumpkin spice. This is how I feel about pumpkin spice.
I don't think there was any question.
Yeah, no.
So my favorite ritual every fall is, you know how Seattle has like really pretty fall leaves. I mean, still not as good as the East Coast though. But I
Yeah.
take my, it's kind of like, I actually, you know what? I don't do this just for fall. I do this for all the season, but I take my notebooks out and I walk them, you know, in the nature. Like you put the books, like your Traverse notebook, and you put them on a pile of like crunchy leaves, and then you take a
Mhm.
photo. So it's kind of like, I don't have kids, so it's like my seasonal.
Yeah, your children, for
my
sure.
my
I feel the
children.
same way about me. Yeah.
So I've done that many years, and I can't wait to do it again. No Hobonichi this year though. So
We've
Traverse
talked
notebook.
about that. No, we haven't yet.
Water only, maybe. So I'm excited about that ritual. And Annabelle, Drew.
Speaking of
You are?
plotter, so next week or this Friday is the Pelican Hubs, and
Yes.
I've invited Takiki-san of Plotter to
Aw.
join our Pelican Hubs.
That's right.
So
Cute.
we'll see if he actually shows up. Fingers crossed. You know, you never know. I am somebody where like I don't believe it until it happens. I've just been burned too many times. So you know,
Yep,
he
I
said
feel that.
yes. He said he's coming. So we're gonna
Did you
see.
remind him to this week?
I am going to remind him on Monday.
And here's a photo of Cookie pooping in the foliage. I also
Oh my God.
The majesty.
Stunning.
I also really like taking these kind of foliage photos. But no,
Just keep it real, you know?
But no, the Pelican Hub, yeah, that sounds fun.
I'm really excited for Pelican Hubs this year.
I missed it 2 years in a row. 1 year was like COVID, and the second year I was in Japan, or was I somewhere else? Anyway, I'm excited to go back. I haven't.
So what's funny is that next weekend is the Dallas Pen Show.
That's right.
And
Oh,
so,
shoot.
so the Houston group, we've actually moved our Pelican Hub to a different day
That's
because
not okay.
I
That's
don't
like
know. I don't
one
know, like,
rule.
yeah, exactly. So it's gonna be really weird to see like everyone Pelican hubbing. And then a week
then
later,
Houston.
we Pelican Hub.
Oh, wow.
And like it's like we're in a weird alternate timeline or something. I don't know.
I feel like that would be
like,
so ideal to have it like align with it though, and
Well,
and like
but,
have
like-
some big event or no?
The
But
Dallas
like,
Not in the
and-
same
I'm not
city.
driving to Dallas. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Like,
oh, gotcha. Oh,
like,
yeah, duh.
Dallas
Okay.
is not. I don't know. Like, I'm not
Ah.
driving to Dallas. I'm pen showed out for the year. And the
that's
problem is that Dromgoals typically hosts the Pelican Hub. But Dromgoals also has a huge presence at the Dallas
Yeah.
Pen Show because it's kind of like their home show. So like
Mm,
all their staff pretty much is like a skeleton crew
yeah.
at the store, so they couldn't really host us. So that's one of the reasons why we moved. But then we had some sort of weird issue where our organizer only got a quarter of the names. And so he was like, okay, this is doable. And then he got the rest. And so we have like over 100 people, and Dromgoals can't hold that many people. So now he's looking for a different location anyway. So we're not even having it at Dromgoals. So it's kind of a mess, but I'm sure he'll figure it out.
You can just host it on the rooftop of Post.
There you go. Everyone has to pay for parking.
Wow,
Nice.
that's crazy.
But yeah.
Well, I mean, you weren't
Yeah.
gonna have 100 people parked at Dromgoals anyway. They've got 3
No,
parking spots.
no, I don't know where they were all going to park because there's no
Michael's.
parking.
Michael's parking lot across the street.
But yeah, no, I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Nice.
Are Annabelle and Drew going to the Pelican Hubs too?
I am for sure. I actually forgot to sign up, but the
Terrible.
obviously, like I know the organizers or whatever, and I think last year there were 3 in the Netherlands. I think there's Amsterdam,
Mm,
The Hague, and Utrecht. I don't know about this year,
nice.
but I usually go to The Hague, just to spite Joost and not go to his local one, and
Nice.
that's where
Which
that
one is
came
his
from.
local
And
one?
well, he would do Amsterdam, or he used to
Amsterdam.
host Amsterdam, and yeah, just out
Oh.
of spite, I decided not to go there, and then that's
You've
kind of
seen
stuck.
enough of him.
Yeah.
So
I truly have, and respectfully, and then yeah, I don't know, I just go to The Hague every year, and so that's what we're doing this year again.
Nice.
I'm excited. Yeah, it's so interesting because I feel like I'm so in touch with well, not so, but more in touch with like US based communities, pen communities, than with the Dutch one. The Dutch isn't
Mm.
as active, or if they have been, I haven't been paying attention. So, but lately, especially since the trip, I've been feeling more inclined to actually engage. So I'm excited to just kind of like touch base with everyone and be part of it
nice.
again. Yeah.
Nice.
What about you,
Great.
Drew?
No, I've never hubbed.
You've never hubbed.
You've never hubbed in your life?
You're not
No.
the hubber.
No,
Is there a Richmond one?
probably.
Mm.
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I'm not in the hub loop.
How can you not be in the yearly ritual of taking a bottle of free ink? Just kidding. That's why we
True.
all go, right?
Yeah.
It's actually so heavy, that
I
bottle.
I
I'm
can
kind
imagine.
of like I have different drawers with like I have a drawer for every continent kind of for ink,
Oh,
but I have a separate drawer just for Germany because those Pelican Englishline bottles are so big and they take up
They
so much
are-
space.
Yeah.
It's like 80 mils, right? Or is it 50?
No, it's just 50, but it's just
Oh.
like
But the
It's a
chunk
thick
is
boy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you
Could
want to
really,
do some
like, hurt
damage
someone.
as far as a
Yeah.
projectile goes, Edelstein's a good pick.
Well, this year the Tokyo attendees will theoretically get 2 bottles because last year, basically around this time last year, Pelican canceled our hubs because they couldn't get in contact with the hub master. So I said, well, I'll just be the hub master then. Like, I'll just do it.
what?
And so they're like, oh, but we won't have inks for you. Is that okay? I said, nobody cares. Like, we just want to show up. So that's what we did. And then the hub master that disappeared showed up like 4 months later, and they're like, here are all the inks. So I've been holding on to the inks for like a year now.
Oh no.
And so this year I will have the inks from last year and this year.
Nice.
Are they just like
Sweet.
10 heavy boxes in your apartment right now, like that you have to lug
So
to?
you'd be surprised, but our hub is pretty small. We only have like 25-ish people.
What? Is
Yeah.
it the Tokyo hub?
Yeah. It's
What?
the Tokyo hub.
Is it because it's English speaking that it's not as?
It's not English speaking though, because I mean,
Hmm.
yeah. Well, it depends. So usually, I think I'm like a good candidate for this because I can do like both. So usually do like self introductions in both languages, and that would just
Mhm.
translate for whoever. But yeah, like it's traditionally been pretty small. I think the first year one was like 10 people.
Mm.
But it's not traditionally been very big at all.
Wow. I wouldn't expect that.
The Seattle one is like 80 plus people this year. And we've
Oh,
always
no,
taken
thank you.
over huge community halls and like tons of folding tables. It's almost like a small fair, actually. And anyway. Well, that's cool. You got a lot of inks there. And what if people don't take them? You're gonna keep gotta take them.
Dump
then
them out.
I'd actually have to bring them back.
That sounds like
Oh.
the worst part.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll give them away somewhere.
Nice. Well, Pelican Hub, super fun. What else are we all looking forward to in the next? I guess the end of the year is coming really, really soon. I
So I have a
almost.
question for Drew, actually.
Were you asking me if I'm looking forward to finding a job? Yes, CY, I am. Thank you. That'd be nice. That'd be a plus for several reasons.
So, does Archer just enjoy like having you make them, or does he want to like join in on like actually making them with you?
He does not want to join in
CY's
making them with me.
recruiting future Gunpla like team
Ah,
members.
I
That's
see.
what's
Not going
happening.
to be. He's not going to be your nib grinder, CY. No, I've told him he's in charge of the weathering. So we've watched
Okay.
some videos about how to apply black acrylic mixed with water or
Yeah.
alcohol and kind of like brush it on and then wipe it off so that it stays in kind of the cracks and crevices to give it some depth.
Yeah.
So he's going to be in charge of that and then adding some silver paint to the edges and
Yeah.
the lines to make it look like kind of worn down metal. So he knows that's his thing. With these plans that I'm following, as far as like how the foam connects to itself, it's really pretty precise for it to be the right shape. So it has to be done in the right way. I'm not going to stress him out making those. And also it's not as fun for him. So
Does
with
he
him,
watch you when you're out there in the yard spraying those things though?
sometimes the thing
I
with
see. So
him,
just Drew enjoying the process by himself
yes,
out in the
yes.
yard.
Yes, well, I've
Well,
always been like, even with like video games, like the old wrestling games I used to play or The Sims, I would always want to create custom things and never actually play the game. So I love the creation, but then once that's done, I'm like, all right, I'm done, whatever. But both,
Warhammer. Did you ever get into that?
no, that's too complicated. I don't have the patience for a game like I can't even play card games or
No, but
board
it's
games.
the same thing. You don't play it. My friend
models.
painted
Oh,
over
like the painting.
My friend painted over
I
100
see.
Warhammer. Like,
Yeah,
and
I could
it's still
probably get into
painting.
that. I could probably get into that. No playing though.
Just
But
he doesn't play. He
He,
just
he needs
paints.
to build. He needs to build his gunpla first.
yeah,
That was
yeah,
the hook.
Archer does enjoy that. But both with Archer and his dear mother, I've learned that you cannot make them interested in anything. It needs to be their idea first. So best I can do is just present the option for curiosity and see if they begin to show curiosity. But if you try to be like, hey, check this out, learn more about this, they'll be like, oh, guess what I hate now? That.
That's how my husband is too.
You gotta there's a different approach you gotta take with that type of person. And yeah, it is what it is.
It's like Elliot gifting my friend Phyllis's son, who's into cars, a Porsche model after coming back from Europe.
like a nice one?
like a
nice
it's
model?
like a small, like the €8 kind of one you get like a
Okay.
gas station. But he spent 20 minutes picking out apparently the best Porsche, like die.
That's
die
cute though.
That is really
Diecast.
cute.
Diecast, yeah. I don't even know what it's called. Model car.
So, you should get into like next level making and like forge like some like swords and stuff.
I've been thinking about a 3D printer, honestly. His Mandalorian thing, I want those little kind of like metal cartridges to like put on his belt, and making those out of foam is difficult. So I went to our local library. You can submit some files there to have 3D printed and collected. There's a small fee, but I did that. And then for mine and Shannon's costumes, we're going to be just kind of like some kind of retro futuristic space rangers, with a big space helmet and kind of like the shoulder pads and the big gloves and boots. But I wanted like an old fashioned like sci-fi ray gun, with like the circles around the barrel. I found it
Drew?
really cool. What?
Drew, I'm really good at CAD. I say humbly, I'm really good at CAD. I can
Yeah,
teach
you never say
I'll
anything good
make
about
you
yourself at
stuff.
all. My God,
I'm
that's
sorry.
amazing.
No, I want to teach you, and then you can make all the custom stuff that
That
you
would be
want.
cool.
3D printers are
Like-
so cheap right now.
I think
They
that's
are
my
so
next
cheap.
step, CY. I think that next
Yeah.
Halloween I'm going to be more into 3D
Alright,
printing. It seems like I could probably get to a place where it is worth it for me. So anyway, my friend in Arizona is printing me a couple of these ray guns,
Okay.
or printing me the parts to assemble the ray guns. So I think
just
that's
sent-
that's how I'm gonna level up next year, I think.
I just
I'm
sent a
hyped.
link in the chat.
Yeah.
So
You nerd.
eventually, I'm waiting for that from you.
I opened it and closed it immediately because I wasn't interested. But
What a wild expectation to have.
What in the world? 4.5 billion year old. What? I'm not making. What? No.
One
I
day.
mean,
A
I want you to
blacksmith.
get into that kind of stuff so you can make pens,
my
like make
goodness,
material
one
for
day.
pens.
Goodness,
Mm.
That
no.
looks like a very
cool, though.
dangerous piece of like weaponry, I guess. 24K gold.
Can I just say, Drew, your family is so cute that it's disgusting. So
You're welcome.
yeah.
Wait, says the person with a really healthy relationship with their mother. I don't.
Okay,
Yeah, you
fine,
do okay.
All right.
You do okay. No, but thank you. I'm like, after, when after and I'm sure this happens to everybody if they lose a job, you kind of take stock as far as kind of what's, it's cheesy, but what's most important in your life and what
Mhm.
you really, derive your true core happiness from. And it has been eye-opening in that regard because like no matter what, if you are with a good partner that is just like with you no matter what and can truly connect with you, knows how to help you when you're feeling down, like it's absolutely incredible. So it's been pretty nice. The two of them, it's just me, my son, and my wife, and we're a pretty good trilogy. We love it.
You deserve it.
Thanks.
You're all
So how was
amazing.
the new Transformers?
It was fun. It was I saw that today with my son, and obviously it was for his generation for sure. But then there was a new Ninja Turtles movie that just came out that was very much for his generation too. And I just love that these IPs are still thriving. I mean, both of them, not to just coincidentally, they both came out in 1984, which is the best year ever. But hey, 40 years and going strong, not just, existing, but relevant, thriving, and making successful, new endeavors to, work with the new generation. So I'm just happy that he's into them. And honestly, you know, with his generation, playing with action figures is not as big of a thing, but yet Transformers and Ninja Turtles still making cool ass toys. And I love that. And if the dude wants some Transformers, I'm like, yes, Transformers, because you don't need to
More
know
than
anything
meets the
about
eye.
the show. They're just cool toys. They will always be cool toys.
Even I like Transformers.
Yeah.
And Elliot doesn't. Weirdly.
Really?
I was like, there's
Yeah.
one with the Porsche, with the cool Porsche. And he's
Yeah,
like,
jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
I'm so out of the loop. I didn't even know there was a new Transformers until I saw Drew's post, and I was like, "Is that new? Did they go see the old Transformers? Like, are they showing it again in theaters?" Like, I was very confused.
So I've been wanting to watch a movie. I'm like, oh, Transformers. But then I heard that it's actually pretty decent.
It's good. You just you go into it, just if you
Yeah,
watch the
expecting
new
it to be
Ninja
super
Turtles,
cool.
like it's for the new generation. Like it doesn't ruin the old Transformers. It's just a new interpretation, and it proves that this IP can be whatever it wants to be and can live forever.
Nice.
It's so annoying because Transformers gets all these like cool movies, Michael Bay, I think the Michael Bay ones, I mean, at least the Transformers they look
Incoming
nice.
Gundam jealousy.
Yeah, and then we have this like stupid like Gundam well, we're getting Gundam film. And it's like this stupid 3G thing. It's like made with Unreal Engine, looks like a film from like 99 or something. I'm like, why can't we get anything nice?
The fact that they actually have real moving large Gundams in Yokohama, like why can't they make a movie?
Not anymore.
Well, what's the other
Yeah,
location?
dismantled.
Odaiba,
Well,
maybe?
Odaiba.
Yeah.
But it just
Well,
moves a little bit.
they're moving the Yokohama one to Osaka.
No.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So it's
Is
still
that why
gonna
you're
be...
going?
Well, hey,
That's gonna be 2025. And I will go.
Godzilla -1, like you have a big
That
win
was
there,
very
buddy.
good.
I love
Yeah.
that movie.
That was very good movie.
Biggest
No, but-
subtitled film, budget. Well, I mean, profit wise in history. Just fantastic.
Transformers is technically Japanese too.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Technically.
But you're like, Gundam. Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, I'm salty. I'm a salty.
Are you?
Salty little boy. Yeah. Salty runny eggs.
So
Oh,
we know
why'd
that...
you have to do that? I'm taking that personally.
Running eggs.
Just throwing that right in there.
So we know
Running
that
eggs.
CY is obsessed with and still obsessed with Gundams these days. Any other things that any of us have been obsessed with? I know Kelly really wants to talk about that, and I want to talk about too. The the Moo Deng, the hippo.
Oh my god, I'm
hippo.
obsessed with Moo Deng.
Moo
Oh my
Deng.
god. Okay.
Did
What's
not
Moo
see that?
Deng?
Oh my god, Drew.
Drew,
Oh
you
my
live on
god.
the
Drew.
internet and you don't know Moo Deng?
Moo
Okay,
Deng.
okay.
Dang. Is that like when a
Drew's been,
cow
like,
stumps his toe?
deep in Mandalorian building. Like, he doesn't have time for adorable hippos.
It's a hippo, Drew. It's a hippo.
Look, it's
Look
Moo
at him.
Deng.
Oh my
Oh.
god. He's
Moo
so
Okay, so it's a baby
Deng.
hippo.
It's a
It's a moist baby hippo that is
With-
always angry.
the mouth constantly in like in shock, like
Yeah.
like the funny. I was telling Kelly because Moo Dang in Thai means barbecue pork. It's literally
I
a
thought it
dish.
meant, like, bouncy pork or something.
No, it's like Moo Dang is a dish that's like barbecue braised pork on rice, and to call it Moo Dang,
Yes.
Sounds
like
good.
it gives me a
Yeah,
shock.
wait, that was
She's
it.
like
Yeah,
biting people.
He always bites
Fighting thighs.
the
like-
zookeeper's knee.
Y'all, that's like that is a vicious beast. Like that's not cute.
She's
That's
a
It's
pygmy
so
hippo,
cute. I
okay?
can't.
And she's
Alright,
very
well-
moist.
you like the moist part.
She
If the-
looks like she's always
If the hippo
just...
was not moist toasty, would you still
then
appreciate
it probably wouldn't be as cute because it's like very shiny. Like
donut glazed.
yeah,
my
it's
God.
exactly. It's like a glazed donut.
I think it's the
Just look
constant
at
the constant yelling look. I think is the funniest thing. It's like constant existential crisis, constant
yes,
constant
Moo Deng
in
is
shock,
all of us.
constant.
Y'all are projecting a
need.
lot of like existential,
Yes,
you know,
that's
inputs.
all of
Look,
us
this
right
is all
now.
that's
Hippo.
keeping me together through
I know,
2024.
for real.
Moo
And then
Dang.
someone released like some artwork they did of Moo Dang that's like really, really cute, like colored pencil kind of looking sketch.
I saw that. That was
Yes, I want
stunning.
So
stickers.
adorable. I want, and then someone's doing flash tattoos of Moo Dang. I was like, oh shoot, am I about to go get another tattoo?
Maybe I saw something about that. I want to say I saw like a white, canvas with some hippo art on it on
Yes.
Instagram at some point. I
That's
just
all-
asked.
And then I saw
Oh.
another TikTok of a different pygmy hippo that was born in like the British zoo or something.
Is it
And
white?
all the comments were like, "This hippo is trying too hard to be Moo Deng." I was just like, the hippo's just existing. Like,
It was just born. It had no intention of anything.
It
so
lost
there's, like,
already.
beef.
It does not go on Instagram.
Love that.
Brutal out here.
Love
Okay,
that.
what's with the banana duck thing?
Oh, that's where did that even come from? Was it from
So,
yeah.
my friend Dustin, on the internet in the pen community, is a big. I don't know why he found these stickers of banana duck, and in San Francisco he would just hand them out at random. He'll just have a conversation and then he says banana duck, and he hands you one.
That's great.
Banana
I love
duck.
that.
Let me show
Wow.
you.
It is
I
quite
had
cute.
I had one stick and I lost it, and I'm very upset about it. But it
No.
looks like this. Banana duck. I would bring it closer, but then it's out of focus. I can send it to
What
you
about
later.
reverse banana duck? With the
Brilliant.
version.
Brilliant. And in light of recent things that have come out, he just likes to gather people together and just give them more banana duck stickers. And it's a symbol now of,
Unity.
unity, standing up to bigots, maybe.
Okay, wait.
Just
All those
Is the-
things.
Is the banana duck the symbol of the resistance?
maybe. You'll have to ask Dustin about it.
I want one.
Um,
Yeah, I want one too.
I
That's
wanna
awesome.
be-
He's sending me one. I messaged him.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
pretty obsessed
Yeah.
with the banana duck theme entirely. So
Mhm. That's great.
yeah, banana duck. That's it. That's it.
And
Highlight of
Toasty,
my life.
what is that one you put in? I don't know what that is. For
Oh, so I was trying to find something because Kelly stole Moo Deng.
Sorry.
But so Brandon bought me, my husband Brandon bought me a gift because I got a promotion. And so he wanted to surprise me with a gift. And so like historically he's really bad at surprises because he like if he buys me a Christmas gift like a month early, he'll just give it to me. Like
I'm the
he's like,
same
I
way.
I understand
can't
that.
stand it. Yeah.
I'm the
And
same.
so,
I can't keep the secret any longer.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
no.
he's really bad at keeping the secret. He's just like, even like a day, like he's just like, here, you get it a day early. Like he can't handle it. But anyway, so he had heard me talking to, I don't even know where he heard me talking to someone about this. But a member of my journal club, Bree, she got this device. I think it's pronounced Boox, Boox. And it's an e-reader that is basically the size of a cell phone. And so it like fits in your hand. It's called the Boox Palma. And it's an Android device. So you can actually install any Android apps on here. It actually even has a camera and like a light and stuff. But yeah, so you can, so like I have the Kindle app on here, and you can read books. Oh, you have one. Or no, you're
I'm
just showing a picture
I'm
of it.
holding up a photo of it.
But
They
yeah,
look-
it's the size of a phone. Like
it looks
it's,
like a
it's,
phone. It's just
yeah,
you
and
have
so
a
it looks
second
like
phone.
a phone, and you can read
But-
books on it, and so it's an e-reader. But it's interesting because a lot of people review this as a phone, and they're like, well, this is a terrible phone, it doesn't even have a SIM card slot. And it's like, it's not a phone, like it's just an e-reader that's the size of a phone. But I like how kind of small and like unobtrusive it is. And then it's a little more of like a distraction free device, but you can also hook like headphones to it, so you can like listen to music. You could also hook a Bluetooth keyboard to it and use like Google Docs, so you could I could use this as a distraction free writing device as well. That's also like pretty small and like super portable. So yeah, that is my current obsession. I've only had it for a week, but I really like it so far, and I like how kind of it just looks like a phone, so it's like a little more stealth mode.
I thought pen and paper was your writing device.
For like journaling, but
I
like
was
for
gonna
writing
say,
books, no.
What about your Remarkable too?
And I have my Remarkable, and the Remarkable is great. It has its own like pluses and minuses. But sometimes like if I don't want to carry, because the Remarkable is quite large. So if I want to
it's like an
go
iPad
somewhere where
size.
like this is more pocketable, or like a very small bag, and I can get like a little fold-up keyboard. I haven't decided if I want to do that with it. But yeah,
Don't
for
give up on the
writing
plotter.
books-
Don't give up on the plotter.
Oh my god.
Keep it in your rotation.
Huh? What happened?
Keep it in your rotation.
Oh yeah, no. I use all my things. Like everything has its own
I love
use. But when I write books, I typically type because it takes too long to write by hand and then like transcribe.
Oh, that makes a ton of sense.
So
Of course.
yeah, and I like my time is limited already as it is.
I love that time when
So-
you wrote an entire book just like by driving. Right, you were right.
Yeah,
You were
yeah, I
you were
dictated.
dictating
Yeah.
it to it, and you
No.
essentially wrote like almost most of your words, I think.
Oh
by
no,
Nice.
everything
That's awesome.
everything was done by dictation. It was like a 50,000 word novel that was dictated.
Wow.
And I mean I haven't gone
Toasty.
back and looked at it, so it's most likely just utter garbage. Like I like, let's be honest, like it's probably terrible. But it was sort of like a personal challenge to see if it was possible, because I've been dealing with like carpal tunnel issues and stuff like that. So like trying accessibility and like seeing how that would work for me. But yeah, I mean I dictated at 50,000 words in 2 weeks, so it was a lot.
Nice. I was
Yeah.
like, should we tangent into NaNoWriMo? But we don't have time for that shit. So moving
No.
on.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole thing. That could be a whole discussion, because I am no longer doing NaNoWriMo. There's been too much controversy, and I've done it for 15 years. I'm not doing that
wow.
anymore.
You're breaking up with
So
it. We all
yeah,
have-
I'm breaking up with NaNoWriMo. That's my breakup.
Nice.
And
Wow.
I guess lastly, who did I miss? Wait, Drew, did you mention your obsession lately? Yeah.
I mean, other than the Halloween costume, I've been kind of obsessed with recollecting physical media movies. I've been into the 4K discs. I've been kind of collecting those like a madman, and then movie posters, double-sided 27 by 40
So
movie
cool.
posters.
I
Yeah.
Oh,
saw
yeah.
the
With the
your-
backlight. That's really
Yeah, they
cool.
have that. That's the thing. It's like finding double-sided ones because when you backlight them for the light to like pass through the lighter parts cleanly, they need to be printed on both sides. Like the opposite is like inverted. And those are kind of hard-ish to find because they really only get printed for display outside of movie theaters.
Mhm.
So you can find newer movies, you know, pretty easily, but even like a new movie like Deadpool, Wolverine, they're still expensive because they're in high demand. Finding the older stuff is even harder, unless it's a bad movie like Showdown in Little Tokyo, which I bought.
Is there like a resurgence in stuff like that? Because like, you know how there's a resurgence in like vinyl records.
Yeah,
And
shoot,
they're
you go
like-
to
they're, like,
Target, the
printing
vinyl
new
record
ones, right?
section is bigger than the Blu-ray DVD section these days. It's crazy.
Mm.
Well, they're not making Blu-rays anymore. Like Sony's stopping production of Blu-rays.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Fun fact: I used to work at Sony in the assembly unit, so I spent a whole summer picking up a disc, put it in the case, close the case, 100 cases in one box, 8 hours a day, standing.
That's
Oof.
done by
You're not allowed to
hand?
talk. Yeah, and you're not, well, small batches are done with machines, but the big batches of like 100,000, 200,000 are done not by hand.
I think it'd be
And
the other way
so-
around.
You'd think so. No. Fuck us. Sorry. So are we not allowed to swear? Sorry. Anyway,
we do.
Thank you for giving me more work.
Yeah, and if you like slow down, you're not allowed to talk. And if you slow down, they're like, oi, keep it up. Worst job of my
Wow.
life.
I feel like I
Don't
learned
recommend
so
it.
much about all of you today than, like I previously know. Revelation here and there. That's amazing. Well, to wrap it up, let's just like quickly in a few sentences each, something that you're looking forward to in the next 2 months. I'll go first because I definitely need to put in a plug here. I'm very excited for the Travelers Company road trip event that's happening in November, from the 2nd to the 3rd in Los Angeles, in Long Beach, the 6th and 7th in San Francisco. I'm a little nervous about that one right after the election day.
I
Mm.
completely wow.
And then I know,
Oh,
and
jeez.
actually, another fun fact for those who might be interested in this, the place that we're going to be hosting the event is actually going to be a polling booth the previous day on the 5th.
Holy.
So
Interesting.
it's going to be interesting. I hope everything goes smoothly. And then
Might
and
be
that
on
place
fire.
it's like
You might have
next
to
to a
like sage the
I'm
the
gonna get
room before
hives
you
just
set
thinking
up or
about
something.
So that's gonna be fun. And then the 9th, we're going. The whole team is coming up the West Coast, along the West Coast to Port Townsend, which is where I took CY and Job and a few friends over this summer. So really fingers crossed, please, for me for really nice fall weather in November, like early November. But I think we're gonna have a good time, and I can't wait for that to be over, so that I can go visit Toasty. And actually, no, I don't know if I could visit you, but I could visit near you. in
I'm
in
driving to San Antonio.
San Antonio for my Thanksgiving holiday, and then actually at the end of this year, I'm going back to Taiwan. So I'm so,
wow.
so excited. Finally.
Nice.
And Seoul. So I already have
Mm.
recommendations from CY for a very expensive food place, but I am very excited to go there.
Seems about
It's not
right.
that bad. It's not that bad, honestly. I mean, in the
That's
grand
true.
scheme of
It's
things,
not that bad,
it's
but
like a
still.
mid-range mid-range.
Mid-range to
price
you is very different than mid-range to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Same.
I cannot.
Same, Drew.
April knows what I'm talking about.
I know what he's talking about, so I'm excited for that. So okay, going in alphabetical order. Annabelle, what are you excited for?
Well, I'm excited to see CY one more time this year, baby.
I thought you'd
in
be
about-
sick of him by now.
Can't get rid of me.
How could I ever? I think, what is it, in like 2 weeks' time? He's
I
gonna
brought you to your
land.
first dicks.
True. What an experience.
Got
Yeah.
a ball at
Dicks.
Dick's. She went
Good
to Dick's
times.
and she got to see the beaver. Like
Yeah.
Covered it all.
April's just like, no.
Classy.
Don't censor Dick's. It's a Dick's Sporting Goods.
I know it's also a fast food chain here in Seattle. So
Yeah,
if you
you
guys
can get a
Is
bag
it?
of Dick's.
get
It's
a,
iconic,
Sweet.
really.
some
A
delicious
Anyway,
greasy
something-
bag
Stuff
of
your face with a
Dicks.
bag of Dick's.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that because I saw him last November. I saw you in February in LA. I saw you in San Francisco. I didn't see you in Chicago, but now I will see you one last time here where we will spend about a week together. So I'm
That's
horrified.
what you think. One last time.
What? What do you
that's a
mean?
little too ominous.
Are you spending Christmas with us? We don't
I
have
actually-
great plans.
No,
What?
I don't believe in Christmas. I'm the Grinch.
Oh,
You don't
wow.
believe it exists.
We're not
No,
tangenting right now.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just like too much hype.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we literally do nothing for Christmas. We're not
Sounds
very
lovely.
I'm actually quite like I super like traditions. I would call myself a cultural Catholic. I'm an atheist, but I love the food. I love when your house smells of Christmas tree and because it's an actual tree and it smells of like the Glühwein kind of and all the it's so good. I don't know. Anyway, food, yes. But that's one thing, and then the other thing is I'm actually gonna go on a holiday in November,
Nice.
and I'm so excited because all the travel I do all my life, I feel like is just pen work, which I adore. But my lord, am I excited to get
So nice.
away and not have to think about work. So that's which means I'm coming to the US one more time this year unexpectedly. Oops.
Oh,
But yeah.
where are you going?
Arizona, baby. I'm gonna visit Dustin and his banana ducks and his stickers.
Oh my god.
Is
That
he in
is-
Oh my
Phoenix?
god.
Yeah, close, I think.
Okay. They have
Why?
apparently they have the country's best pizza there.
Best
Oh,
pizza?
No,
Yeah,
that's not.
apparently the best pizza in the United States is in
I
Arizona.
think he's trolling
No,
you.
the recent article is the best pizza in the United States is in Seattle. There's an article for that.
April
New
is
York, you guys.
on
Come on.
top of that news.
No, it's in the news.
Pizza Hut, y'all. Case closed.
Okay,
I think it's called Pizzeria Bianco,
it's
but
so
Dustin will take you.
Okay, but we should.
Ask him to take you to pizza.
I have a new friend I've been hanging out with, and she's from Arizona, and now I'm like, I wonder if we could go visit down there when you're there. That would be really cool.
that would be
Maybe.
nice.
Let's do it. Let's do it. When? What day?
I think
Let's
Annabelle
give me the
froze,
dates.
so that's why she's not responding to you.
Ah!
But
Oh yeah, she says her
Oh, no.
internet might be goo. Kelly's just awkwardly inviting herself, and Annabelle's
Oh
not
yeah, hey,
saying
let's
anything.
do it. Are you
And
kidding
she's
me?
like, "Oh
That's a
no,
Sorry,
great
what's
way to.
happening?
That's a great way to
What
get out of a
is this?
conversation. Just like, oh, internet spotty. Whoop.
Like when you crunch up papers,
What
like
did
there's
I
some
miss?
static.
Yeah. Swear. Evelyn.
anyway, Annabelle, you completely missed Kelly awkwardly inviting herself to your holiday this November.
Yeah, just let me know where you at. I've got
Oh, see,
a
now she
friend
left
from
again.
Arizona.
Y'all, stop bringing it up.
She's shooting her shot again.
Alfie, every time you say it, she leaves. Just stop.
Okay,
She- I
cool.
think
I'll
she
stop. I'll
froze
stop. I'll stop.
Scaring her off.
Perfect
I'm
timing.
not wanted.
Perfect timing. This is amazing. This is not gonna get cut.
The universe doesn't want you with us. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's
wow.
not me. It's the universe.
Solid gold.
Okay.
Um,
Next, Ariel Toasty. What are you looking forward to for the rest of this year?
I am looking forward to starting my promotion because I'm moving to like a different section. Like I'm still in the same building. I'm moving to an office like 5 doors down that is exactly the same as the one I have. But it's closer to like the group that I'm going to be working with and further away from someone else that I don't want to be next to.
Lovely.
But it's like whole new job responsibilities, a whole new supervisor, like whole new section. So I'm excited to like learn the new job, and there's supposed to be supposedly more like field work, so I get to like leave the building and like go out and do stuff, and like I don't know, I'm just like, that's sort of something that I have no idea what to expect for sure. But I am looking forward to a change, like a desperately needed change, and more money, so you know.
Nice.
Always nice.
But yeah, so that's kind of the main like thing that's been in the forefront of my brain as to things to look forward to.
Nice. And Kelly, what about you?
You skipped me.
No, you. Oh, that's right. Alphabetical order. Sorry. CY next.
No, yeah, I'm just so busy for the rest of the year, so I'm
You
looking
skipped me.
forward.
Ah, well, you know, nothing really.
Yeah. Well, technically you skipped Drew too, but no, yeah,
Wait,
I'm looking.
why? Oh,
C
yeah.
is before D, dude.
Yeah, I know, but she went to you.
I know. I skipped. I skipped Kelly. I skipped Drew and CY. Sorry.
No, yeah,
So give
it's
us
pretty
something
busy.
exciting that you're looking forward to.
I'm looking forward to like at the end of December where like nothing happens
Oh, that's the best.
and you can just like relax. The thing is, in Japan, like, yeah, I said I don't believe in Christmas, but you know, like for real, Japan does not believe in Christmas. And I think I've worked every Christmas day for the past like however many years. So I'm sure I'll still be working on Christmas Day this year as well. But you know, maybe I just get to lay back and relax for a bit
Will
and
you get a
not have
bucket
to
of
be on
fried
call.
chicken?
No.
No.
So we have
Wow.
our own like little tradition thing. So in Japan, people like in Christmas time, like Christmas dinner is like KFC for some reason. Um, so like we have our own little thing where we go out and have yakiniku. So the
Yakiniku,
Japanese
barbecue.
barbecue.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the
So
place that Akane took us to?
no, that's
Oh.
I mean that's fine. I mean that's bougie, but it's fine. It's just far. So like I'm like,
Yeah.
do I want to make the effort to go there? And it's kind of hard to book as well. So I'm hoping this year we can go find a place. Well, I already know the place that I want to go to, but I'm hoping that we can like go actually eat there.
Nice. Please share photos. I love
Yeah.
I bookmark every restaurants that you and Akane share all the time.
We just
That's so
follow other
cute.
people. We just follow other people. And Akane has this thing where she will post about what we eat on her Instagram, and then I won't do anything. But like I like to read what she posts because she'll post it in both English and Japanese, but the
Mhm.
text in English and the text in Japanese is completely different.
It's two different
Really?
personas in
Yeah.
the commentary. It's really funny. It's very calm and cool and neutral in the English, but in Japanese it's sometimes emotional commentary, which I like.
There's always one where it's just like the description of the food, and then the other one is like actually how she felt about the food.
Mm.
Mm,
I like that.
Interesting.
But
I like reading
I
that.
asked her why. She's like, "Oh, I just get tired after typing for a while."
I mean,
right.
that's
That's
fair
funny.
because like some of those are like 20 courses.
Nah, they're like 12.
They seem like they take like
Yeah,
there's
don't
just a lot of
exaggerate.
food.
It's only 12.
Yeah. Oh my God, the dinner we went to in New York was 4 hours,
I
and
remember.
yeah, that was a treat.
Yeah.
Your life sounds hard.
Yeah, for
I
real.
pity you.
We'll get into that another day. That because I also have comments about that meal. But anyway, Drew, what are you looking forward to? I guess that you're excited about at least till the end of this year.
Oh man, I tell you, that job I'm gonna definitely for sure get by the end of the year. Oh, it's
Yes.
gonna be great. Yeah, for sure. No, I would very much like to be gainfully employed by the end of 2024. That would be a huge win, but we'll
I'd
see.
hire you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. What should we
You're
sell?
welcome.
Manifest it.
Add
what are you
files.
selling?
No?
Whatever.
Okay. Can we let's start something completely original, like free roaming bumper cars, like that don't need to be attached
Free
to the
range
little...
bumper cars.
Here's the thing: bumper cars need to be attached with that little hook and the electricity. Like, let's we'll get a pickup truck. We'll have a couple bumper cars in there, but they can go anywhere. They can go anywhere. We'll be the only people that can do it, and we'll go to birthday parties and
Okay.
I feel like there's a
You're
market
just
for
the
that.
right amount of unhinged, and I love it.
Yeah.
Drew,
See,
Like,
Annabelle, a use for those big pickup trucks.
Yeah.
They're so dumb.
Like, I can think of some
Trucks are
ideas.
so dumb.
I just need...
Annabelle saw her first Cybertruck. Sorry, I know we're like
They're so bad.
Why?
in Japan, there are these things called like street carts, which
I
is
was about-
basically like Mario karting.
Mhm.
But like on the streets of Tokyo.
But you
or
have
So what
to
you're
be-
saying is someone already did it.
Someone already did it, but they
Dang
were
it.
doing
bumper
it in
cars. You're not hitting each
costume.
other.
Okay, so basically I'm going to do that, but
Yeah.
much more aggressive. I'm going to Americanize it because we don't do moderation here.
I just sent
True.
the link on the chat.
Phenomenal.
on this
Okay, well,
Zoom
either
chat.
way, we'll come up with something, Annabelle. But no, definitely looking forward to having a job, and definitely looking forward to finishing up this Halloween adventure of mine. Hopefully it'll
Yes.
come together nice. I do appreciate kind of seeing the end result of all that.
I can't wait for the final presentation.
Yeah, and I'm also excited for the weather to cool down and bring the
You should have
5
him...
jean jackets I have out of the closet.
You should have Archer reenact like a short film. Like make
Oh
a
God, he
reel.
would hate that. No, he's like me. Like, no,
Like
Archer
a
and I are
small
both.
reel.
No, Archer and I are both the same, and as far as like we will act like complete fools, just when it's our decision. But when someone tells us to, if it's a performance, then no, we shut down. Like, no, you're not getting that out of me. I'll act like a crazy person, anytime, throughout my normal course of events throughout the day. But when it is demanded of me, good luck. I'm running away. I get it.
Anyway, we
Valid.
still look forward to it. I'll have that little bit of hope that something you can make a production out of it. Oh, I know you could compile all your process videos like that you've recorded all this time, and then just
Yeah,
kind
I
of
mean, I'll take
accumulate
some.
it into.
He'll pose for some cool pictures. That'll probably be the extent. Maybe I'll do some
Nice.
Photoshop. We'll see.
Yeah.
My computer's getting older every second, and Photoshop is even stressing it these days.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kelly, what are you looking forward to next few
Well,
months, other than the pumpkin stuff?
Of course the pumpkin stuff, but also I'm going to go up to Port Townsend, and I still need to figure out what the heck with the logistics of the whole thing, but I'm definitely going and I'm excited.
The girls are booking a room, so you can join them. They're staying
Oh!
overnight on Friday to
Yes, that's
kind
what
of
I
have
wanna do.
a party or something before the day.
Yes.
What is
so-
the significance of Port Townsend? Is it a vacation
It's
destination?
the
or-
last stop of the formerly said Travelers Company USA road trip event where the Japan team is
Oh.
coming, and they're gonna do a pop-up shop at our toolkit. I love that you allowed me to plug it another time.
It's like
Sorry.
and it's really frustrating for me because being April's friend is not like you don't get benefits. I'm kidding.
This isn't friends
She
with
doesn't
benefits.
tell me stuff beforehand. I'm like, okay, I literally don't know what's happening, but I'm
not
going.
like I know I kept all this under wrap from Kelly, even though she has been begging me to see like what we're
It's
doing.
very
and-
upsetting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a good secret keeper in a little bit. But can I put you to work just a little bit at the Port Townsend event?
How much to work? What are we talking? How many free things do I get?
That's the question.
Is it really free though at that point?
How much is
feel
your
like
time worth, Kelly?
I can always bribe Kelly with a traveler's notebook or two. So
That's very true. That is a good bribe for me.
Anyway, no, I'm looking forward to you coming up as well. And I'm so glad we did this today, guys, because Kelly and I
too.
have been humping a little bit with the Stationery Cafe. Like we've
Did
been
you say humping?
Wait, does
Humping.
that not like hump, like a hump, like No, is that not how you
That's
use
not
that
what it
word?
means.
Okay. Slumping, slump.
You've been
Oh
in
my
a rut. You've been in a slump.
Um,
You've been
I've
trying to
been
get over the
trying to get
hump.
over a hump.
I'm
You've
obsessed
been
with this.
humping.
Okay.
Usually Kelly and I will text each other like, are we recording next week or are we recording next week? And I think the two of us have been deliberately not texting each other for the last 2 weeks because
I think
none
we've
of us
both had like a lot going
wanted to
on.
bring it up.
Yeah.
This was a welcoming distraction because Kelly, Phyllis, and I do want to do something about Techo Kaigi, but it isn't scheduled until like October. So this will tide us over, and hopefully, if
Mhm.
listeners are even still with us right now, leave a
I feel like they might have all gone by now.
leave it. Can you guys leave an egg in the chat, like a runny, soft, sunny side up egg
Stop,
in chat?
you monster.
In the comments if you have
Or a banana
listened
duck.
to this
banana
far.
Banana
duck.
duck is fine.
Banana duck, egg.
So
Uh-huh.
Thank you all
in
for
the new, I don't know if y'all saw in the I don't know who watches like the Apple announcements, but one of the things that they're bringing to like the iPhone like later in the year is you can make custom emoji.
Oh,
So you'll be
yeah.
able to tell your phone, I want a banana duck emoji, and it'll make it for you.
Is that the best thing to come out of AI? Yes.
Is it really though?
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
either.
I'm gonna. We'll have to see how it looks. Like how if they pull it off with like good execution or not. But like they had like a sheriff frog or something, or something weird. But like I don't know how like complicated you can make it. Like, can you make like a rainbow banana duck or something? Like, so we'll have to see. But I'm
Wow.
excited to try it out.
Interesting.
Nice. Well, anyway.
Wow, Annabelle is very skeptical. My goodness.
I am. Listen, I'm an artist.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I feel the same way.
emojis
Yeah.
still are art, right?
That's true.
Like
That's true.
making
Yeah.
super simplified concepts that everybody understands is art, and it's hard, and you have to
You're
put
right.
thought into it.
I'm
And
almost
so-
a little afraid of what people are gonna make, but I know Toasty
Nothing
will
good.
be experimenting.
Meanwhile, Toasty is laughing diabolically over here.
She is making variations of eggplants. I can already see it. So. Can't wait for
Yeah.
that catalog.
But if we could just like conjure up instantly like a runny egg yolk, like when
Why do you have to
whenever we
go?
want.
My God. All right, we're wrapping up. April, come on, take us home.
I don't know.
Bunch
I
of
think for
mooks.
like on the fly like reactions and memeing without having to like go through like a whole design process, I think it'll be fun to play with. Like obviously it's never going to replace, well, in my opinion, it's never going to replace the hard work of true art, but I think for like in the moment reactions or just like silly goofing, I think it'll be fun. But I know there's some strong opinions about AI.
Anyway, eggs in the chat if you made it this far. So far we have me, April from Penguins Creative. We have Kelly from Kelly Love Letters, Annabelle from Strings and Pedal, Toasty from Toasty Treat, CY from Cusado, or Tokyo Station Pens, and Drew from DCB. Thank
I
you
have
all
one
for
last
joining.
question.
Okay, fine.
Can I? I'm sorry, but we never talked about Stan.
I know.
We never talked about
that
any
might
of
have to
this.
be a next episode.
Okay. Cliffhanger. It's fine.
There you
Moving
go.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do this again. Honestly, for a 6-person panel with zero prep, mostly it didn't go off too bad. I think we can suffer through this one again.
Yeah,
Well,
for
next
sure.
time you'll learn what is a stan and why the 6 of us are even together at the first place.
do we even know why we're together?
Honestly,
Like,
we do not.
barely
Just
anyone
worked
answered
out.
that question in the Google
I actually
Doc.
do. I actually do because I think
No, you
I
gotta
am
save it for
the-
next time, CY.
I am
Yeah,
the
cliffhanger.
originator.
Okay, all
Oh.
right. Well, we'll listen to this next time.
Yes.
The cult leader.
All right, say goodbye, everyone.
Bye.